Welcome back to Emily Spins It. I'm Emily, and today I have Dash from Virtual Perfection Cowboy with me. Hey Dash, how are you doing?
Hey, good. How you doing?
I'm good. Welcome on the show. So excited to
Yeah, so
have
happy to
you.
be here.
Yes. I've known you a while now, so this has been a long time coming, but I'm really excited that we're able to have you on the show. So, Virtual
Mhm.
Perfection Cowboy is a project of yours, right? That's not your stage name.
No, yeah, that's the name of the project. I think a lot of people get confused there. Like, people call me
Hmm.
VPC all the time, and I guess now it is sort of a stage name. It's my Instagram handle and everything, and so I think people always thought it was me. But originally, it was really just supposed to be a random collection of words.
Okay. Yeah,
Uh,
it is
yeah.
random collection of words. Yeah. I was going to ask you what
Yeah,
it
yeah,
meant.
yeah. Exactly. It was I actually just got it out of like a random username generator. It was it was like when I started my first Tumblr account like way
Yeah.
back in the day when Tumblr was the thing. And
Yeah.
I still miss it, by the way. So a big part of what I do is like randomness and improvisation and everything. So I was like I want to do something random, and I like that when things are random, uh, or things start random or improvised, if you repeat them, they start to take on meaning, right? And that's like a big theme of my work. And I like that that is what it's become, is like I feel like it has taken on an identity, or I've taken on the identity, or whatever it is, but everyone has their own meaning that they get from it.
It's definitely, yeah. It's definitely up for interpretation, so I like
Mhm.
it.
And it has great SEO. There's
Yeah.
definitely not another one.
Not another one.
you, you just have to type it all out. So, and
It's
that's
okay.
still my email. And every time I type it out for like a form or something, I'm like, Virtual Perfection Cowboy. Did I spell it right? I'm like, why did I do this
It
to
did take
myself?
me 45 minutes to write it down. So you are a multi-instrumentalist. Your music blends dream pop, psych rock, space jazz, ambient, and you recently released an EP, Life is a Strange Loop, Side A. So, as you mentioned, you've been performing as Virtual Perfection Cowboy for years, but with Life is a Strange Loop, we've now moved on to the Virtual Perfection Cowboy Ensemble. What
hmm
made you decide to become the ensemble instead?
There's a few things, and I'm trying to figure out where to start. I think one is just one. There's this practical side to it, which is when I started getting back to performing post COVID. Obviously, there was a fairly long hiatus, and I finally got back to it. I guess in 2024. Uh, it took me a minute, and VPC in general had always really been like a studio or like a bedroom project. Like it really hadn't been much of a live thing, because I was always playing guitar for other bands. I was in this band called Littlefoot for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing guitar for Karina and Really Blonde when I was
Yeah.
first getting back to stuff in like 2023. And so it was always like an individual creative outlet for stuff. And then I was like, you know what? I've been doing this for so long, it like deserves to see more of the light of day. And when I went to go do that, I was like, I was doing a lot of synth stuff, but I ended up realizing that I don't really like performing with like Ableton and loops and stuff. Like I kind of missed the live instrument element from playing in bands. And um so I got all these musicians from around the city. I tend to like unusual instruments too. So um, Evan, who plays the electric viola, really caught my eye. Lee, who plays flute, uses a bunch of effects pedals with the flute, and it kind of those sounds worked well for the electronic music I was making. And so I started incorporating all of these amazing performers into my band, and they felt like such a part of it. And I missed what happened in that live setting, that feeling you get when you're playing and improvising with others, because that was really how I started playing music, was just like jamming with friends, or uh those types of things. And so I was like, I really want to just get back to that and like just see what happens, everybody playing together. And all these people are so good, like I want what they bring to it and everything. And so over the past couple years, it's gotten more and more collaborative, and uh, now it really does feel like a group project to me. Like everyone is credited as a co-writer on this album. You know, we're all equal partners in this, basically. You know, I'm the mascot, I guess, but it really is a team effort. So yeah, that's why it's the VPC Ensemble now.
So we've touched on it a bit, but a couple months ago you released side A of Life is a Strange Loop, and it's designed so that the tracks play like directly into each other, so it really does create a loop. But these were improvised, right? Like, how do you decide what it completes the song then if it's improvised? How does that become the EP?
Yeah, it was a really interesting process, and it was like by far the most. So I mix and master all of my own stuff. I've always done that, and
That's very cool.
I shouldn't, but
Here I am like, wow.
Well, it takes so much time, you know, but
yes.
I also, it's such a part of the creative process, and especially for this album, so much of the final product came out of the mixing that I didn't really feel like I could entrust it to anyone else. But yeah, I mean, to take a step back, like I think an interesting thing about how these improvisations came together is like after jamming with the group a bit, we hit upon this format that was sort of like a blend of composition and improvisation. So what we do now is I work on some sort of abstract ambient loops on the sampler to kind of like set a mood and a key and stuff, and then everybody improvises on top of those, and we move through these different loops that I have on the sampler. So that's like the in joke of the name, is that like we're playing over loops. The loops are the same, but the improvisations change, and that's part of the whole thesis of the album, really, is that like life and the world and the universe are made up of these cycles that keep repeating, and yet they're never the same. Like each human being is a human being, you know, the cells and the DNA do the same things, but we're each a unique individual. You know, the tides go in and out on a cycle, but you know, no single wave is the same. And that's kind of the idea there, is like these loops repeat, but what we're doing on top, you know, you can feel which song is which. Like I think if you listen to the album and you came in, you would hear the different sections. Maybe you might not know exactly when it changes, but you would definitely hear the moods of each section, and yet it would never be the same performance twice. So the loops help to structure everything. But yeah, when it came to piecing the actual album together, you know, everybody had done their own thing, and I actually started like spreading things out in certain places. Like in the first song, New Life, like Evan had put something over the entire track, but I actually spaced it out. So if you listen to it, it's like the guitar kind of leads first, and it goes into this big like crescendo in the middle, and then the viola has this really nice sort of peaceful outro and stuff. And that kind of helps structure things too, and it's kind of hard to describe because I feel like that part was very intuitive, but I just sort of like went with what I felt in the mixing process, and that's sort of why I describe it as like another creative input. It's almost like the seventh instrument in the ensemble or something, is like how it was all mixed together, because I had the opportunity to create this flow and stuff. It was almost sort of like working with the sampler too, is like I had all these samples of what everyone had done, and then threading them together made something new, essentially.
'Cause hot girls always win.
Thanks for listening to Emily Spins It, presented by the Indie Music Network and Not Dead Yet Media. This episode was produced by Heather de Armas and edited by me, Emily Mills. Our intro and outro music is Hot Girls Always Win by Really Blonde. If you've enjoyed the episode, please support the podcast by sharing, subscribing, and leaving a review. You can also follow the show on Instagram and YouTube at Emily Spins It. For more shows about breaking through the noise, head over to the Indie Music Network podcast. If you have questions or feedback, contact us at notdeadyetmedia.com/contact.
'Cause hot girls